Shalom, my friends. What if I told you that in the next 72 hours you could fundamentally alter your relationship with money? What if I told you that for the next 3 mornings you could perform a simple, ancient, and profoundly powerful ritual that would stop you from chasing money and cause money to start chasing you? It sounds impossible, I know. We have been taught that wealth is a result of long, hard, grinding work. And while work is essential, it is not the cause of wealth. It is the channel. The cause is something far deeper, something spiritual. And today, I am going to give you the key. For the next 3 days, we are going to install a new operating system into your soul. A system based on a 3,000-year-old Torah secret that reprograms your mind from a state of lack to a state of magnetic abundance. This is not a gimmick. This is not a get-rich-quick scheme. This is a spiritual technology. It is a 3-day protocol that aligns you with the divine flow of Shefa, of abundance, so powerfully that you will feel the shift in your reality. Money, opportunities, and blessings will begin to flow towards you in unexpected ways. Why? Because you will no longer be a beggar pleading for scraps. You will become a king, a queen, a royal heir to whom abundance naturally flows. So, I have a question for you. What is the one financial breakthrough you want to see happen in your life after these 3 days? Is it a new client? An unexpected check in the mail? A business idea? I want you to write it down in the comments below. Declare your intention. This is the first step in activating this ancient protocol. Write, "My 3-day intention is," and fill in the blank. And as you declare your intention, I invite you to join a community of creators who are building their financial destiny with these timeless principles. We are on a mission to gather 100,000 souls dedicated to becoming masters of their financial lives. If that is you, hit that subscribe button now. It is a declaration that you are ready for the royal life that awaits you. And for those who want the entire kingdom, not just the key, the Torah Millionaire Business School is open for a short time longer. This is where I unveil the complete system of Jewish wealth creation, the same laws that have guided our people to prosperity for millennia. It is a $299 investment to learn the secrets of kings. The link is in the comments. Do not let this gate close on you. All right, let's begin. The protocol is simple, but you must follow it with absolute focus and intention for 3 consecutive mornings. Each morning builds on the last. It is a spiritual sequence. Do not skip a day. Do not mix the order. 3 days. That is all I ask. The 3-day protocol, the royal decree. This protocol is based on 3 foundational pillars of Torah reality: gratitude, hodah; value, kli; and action, maaseh. Each day, we will focus on one of these pillars, performing a specific ritual and speaking a specific blessing. Day 1. The Decree of Gratitude, Hodah. On the first morning, before you check your phone, before you drink your coffee, before the world floods your mind with its anxieties, you will perform the Decree of Gratitude. The word for gratitude in Hebrew is hodah. It is the root of the name Judah, Yehuda, the tribe of kings. This is not a coincidence. Gratitude is the frequency of royalty. Lack and complaint are the frequency of slaves. Here is the ritual. Find a quiet place. Take 3 deep breaths. And for 5 minutes, you will speak out loud, not in your head, a continuous stream of gratitude. Start with what you have. I thank you, God, for the breath in my lungs. I thank you for the roof over my head. I thank you for the food in my pantry. I thank you for my family. But then, you will do something radical. You will begin to thank God for the things you desire as if you already have them. This is the secret of King David's Psalms. He did not say, "Please give me victory." He said, "The Lord is my shepherd. He prepares a table before me in the presence of my enemies." He spoke in the present tense. He thanked God for the outcome before it happened. So you will say, I thank you, God, for the $10,000 that is flowing into my life this month. I thank you for the perfect clients who are seeking me out. I thank you for the healing in my body. I thank you for the peace in my home. You are not lying to God. You are aligning with a higher reality. You are speaking the future into the present. You are making a royal decree. Why does this work? Because gratitude, hodah, shifts your entire energetic state. When you are in a state of lack, you repel money. You are a closed fist. When you are in a state of gratitude, you become a magnet. You are an open hand, ready to receive. The Zohar teaches that the divine flow, the Shefa, can only enter a vessel that is in a state of joy and gratitude. On day 1, you are transforming your soul into a worthy vessel. Day 2, the decree of value, Kli. On the second morning, you will build upon the foundation of gratitude. Today, you will focus on becoming a source of value. Money does not chase need, it chases value. The world does not pay you for your problems, it pays you for your solutions. On day 2, you will stop thinking about what you can get and start focusing on what you can give. Here is the ritual. After your 5 minutes of gratitude, you will take out a piece of paper and a pen, and you will answer this question. What is the unique value that God has placed inside of me to share with the world? Is it a skill, a talent, an experience, a passion? Are you a great listener, a brilliant organizer, a creative artist, a compassionate caregiver? Write it down. Be specific. Then you will ask a second question. How can I offer this value to one person today in a way that solves a problem for them? It does not have to be for money. The goal today is not to get paid. It is to become valuable. Maybe you offer your design skills to a local charity. Maybe you use your listening skills to comfort a friend. Maybe you use your business knowledge to give a piece of advice to a struggling colleague. You will identify one concrete act of giving your value. And then you will speak the decree of value. God, you have filled my hands with gifts. Today, I will not be a consumer, I will be a creator. I will not be a taker, I will be a giver. I am a channel for your abundance, and I decree that my value will find the person who needs it most. I am not chasing money, I am releasing value. And I trust that as I give, so shall I receive. This is the principle of the manna in the desert. The Israelites were commanded to only take what they needed for one day. If they tried to hoard it, it would rot. The lesson? Abundance is a flow, not a possession. Your value, your gifts, are like manna. If you hoard them, they will rot inside you. If you give them away freely, a fresh supply will be waiting for you tomorrow. On day 2, you stop being a hoarder and become a conduit. Day 3, the decree of action, ma'aseh. On the third and final morning, you will combine the gratitude of day 1 and the value of day 2 into one explosive act of faith. This is the day you become Nachshon. This is the day you step into the water. This is the day you prove to God and to yourself that you are serious. Here is the ritual. After your gratitude and your identification of value, you will identify one bold, concrete, physical action that you can take today that moves you towards your financial goal. This cannot be a passive action like thinking about it or making a plan. It must be a real-world move. It must be something that scares you a little. Maybe it is making the sales call you have been avoiding. Maybe it is registering your business name. Maybe it is asking for the raise. Maybe it is signing up for the course that will teach you the skill you need. It must be an act of itaruta deltata, an awakening from below. It is your signal to heaven that you are ready for the awakening from above. And as you prepare to take this action, you will speak the decree of action. God, I have thanked you for the victory. I have offered my value as a gift. And now I will take the step of faith. I will not wait for the sea to part. I will walk into the water. I am Nachshon. I am your partner in this miracle. My action is my faith. As I move, move with me. As I act, act through me. The outcome is in your hands, but the first move is in mine, and I am moving now. And then you do it. You make the call. You send the email. You take the step. And you do it with the royal confidence of a king, knowing that your action has set spiritual forces in motion that you cannot even imagine. Why 3 days? Because in the Torah, 3 is the number of permanence and establishment. A pattern repeated 3 times becomes a chazakah, a legally established fact. On day 1, you establish the reality of gratitude. On day 2, you establish the reality of value. On day 3, you establish the reality of action. After 3 days, you have not just performed a ritual, You have established a new identity. You are no longer a beggar. You are a grateful, valuable, active partner with the King of the universe. I have seen this protocol work miracles. I had a student, a young woman who was an artist, struggling to sell her paintings. She was full of doubt and fear. I gave her this 3-day protocol. On day 1, she thanked God for the sales she had not yet made. On day 2, she identified her value, creating beauty that uplifts the soul. And she offered to hang one of her paintings in a local hospital for free. On day 3, her Nachshon step was to call a gallery owner she had been terrified to contact. The gallery owner was so impressed by her story of giving the painting to the hospital that she offered her a solo exhibition on the spot. Within 3 days, her entire career was transformed. Why? Because she stopped chasing money and started decreeing her reality like a queen. Let me explain the deeper spiritual mechanics of why this protocol is so powerful. In Kabbalah, there is a teaching that the universe is a mirror. What you project, you receive. What you declare, you create. The Hebrew word for speak is daber, which shares the same root as davar, meaning thing or matter. This is not a linguistic accident, it is a spiritual truth. Your words create your reality. When you speak gratitude, you create a reality of abundance. When you speak lack, you create a reality of poverty. This is why the Torah begins with the words, "And God said, 'Let there be light,' and there was light." God did not think light into existence. He spoke it. He decreed it. And we, who are made B'Tselem Elohim, in the image of God, have been given the same creative power. Your words are not just sounds, they are spiritual forces. They are decrees that shape your world. The problem is that most people use this power against themselves. They wake up and say, "I am so broke. I will never get ahead. Nothing ever works out for me." And the universe, being a faithful mirror, says, "Your wish is my command." And it delivers more brokenness, more failure, more lack. You are decreeing your own poverty with your own mouth. But when you follow this 3-day protocol, you are reversing the curse. You are taking back your royal authority. You are speaking like a king, like a queen, like a child of the Most High. And the universe has no choice but to respond. There is also a powerful concept in the Talmud called Ayin Tovah, which means a good eye. It refers to the ability to see the world through the lens of abundance and blessing. The opposite is Ayin Ra'ah, an evil eye, which sees the world through the lens of scarcity and envy. The sages teach that a person with an Ayin Tovah attracts blessing, while a person with an Ayin Ra'ah repels it. This 3-day protocol is training you to develop an Ayin Tovah. On day 1, when you thank God for what you do not yet have, you are training your eye to see the invisible blessings that are already on their way to you. On day 2, when you focus on giving value instead of getting money, you are training your eye to see abundance everywhere, not scarcity. On day 3, when you take bold action, you are training your eye to see yourself as a powerful creator, not a helpless victim. After 3 days of this training, Your ayin tovah will be so strong that you will begin to notice opportunities you never saw before. You will begin to attract people, resources, and ideas that were always there, but invisible to your old, scarcity-focused eyes. This is not magic. This is spiritual law. Let me also address a question I know some of you are asking. Rabbi, what if I do this for 3 days and nothing changes? What if I do not see money chasing me? First, I want to challenge your definition of nothing changes. Often, the changes are subtle at first. Maybe you feel a shift in your confidence. Maybe you have a new idea. Maybe you meet someone who will become important later. Do not dismiss these as nothing. These are the seeds. The harvest comes later. But second, I want to tell you that this protocol is not a one-time event. It is a lifestyle. The 3 days are the installation. But if you want the full operating system to run, you must continue these practices. Make gratitude a daily habit. Make giving value a daily habit. Make bold action a daily habit. The 3 days prove to you that it works. The rest of your life is where you reap the full rewards. I also want to share with you a secret from the book of Proverbs. King Solomon, the wisest and wealthiest man who ever lived, said, "Death and life are in the power of the tongue." Think about that. Your tongue, your words, have the power of life and death, not just over your body, but over your finances, your relationships, your destiny. Every word you speak is either giving life to your dreams or killing them. For 3 days, you are going to use your tongue to give life. You are going to speak blessings, not curses. You are going to decree abundance, not lack. And you are going to watch as your words become flesh, as your declarations become reality. There is one more layer I want to give you, because I want you to understand the full power of what you are about to do. In the Torah, there is a concept called korban, which means sacrifice or offering. But the root of the word korban is karov, which means to draw near. A sacrifice is not about losing something. It is about drawing near to God. It is about closing the gap between you and the divine. When you perform this 3-day protocol, you are making a korban. You are sacrificing your old identity as a beggar, as a victim, as someone who chases money. And in return, you are drawing near
to your true identity as a royal heir, as a partner with God, as someone whom money chases. This is the exchange. This is the transformation. And it happens in 3 days. I had another student, a man in his 40s, who had been in debt for over a decade. He was drowning. He felt hopeless. I gave him this protocol. On day 1, he thanked God for the debt being paid off, even though he had no idea how it would happen. On day 2, he identified his value. He was an incredible problem solver, and he offered to help a neighbor fix a broken fence for free. On day 3, his Nachshon step was to call a creditor and negotiate a payment plan, something he had been too ashamed to do for years. Here is what happened. The neighbor he helped turned out to be a business owner. He was so impressed by my student's problem-solving skills that he offered him a consulting contract on the spot. That contract paid more in 3 months than my student had earned in the previous year. Within 6 months, his debt was completely paid off. Within a year, he had savings for the first time in his life. What changed? He stopped chasing money and started decreeing his value. He became a king. Now, I want to give you some practical tips to make these 3 days as powerful as possible. First, eliminate distractions. For these 3 mornings, do not check your phone, do not turn on the news, do not let the chaos of the world into your mind before you have performed the ritual. Your first thoughts of the day are the most powerful. They set the tone for everything that follows. Protect them, guard them, make them royal. Second, write down your decrees. There is something about putting pen to paper that makes your words more real, more tangible. On each of the 3 days, after you speak your decree out loud, write it down in a journal. This creates a physical record of your transformation. And later, when you look back, you will be amazed at how accurately your decrees became your reality. Third, find an accountability partner. Share this protocol with a friend, a spouse, a colleague. Tell them what you are doing and ask them to check in with you each day. There is a principle in the Torah called Kol Israel Arevim Ze Bazeh, which means all of Israel is responsible for one another. We are not meant to walk this path alone. When you have someone walking with you, encouraging you, holding you accountable, the power of the protocol multiplies. Fourth, expect resistance. The Yetzer Hara, the voice of doubt and fear, will fight you on this. It will tell you, "This is stupid. This will not work. You are wasting your time." Recognize that voice for what it is, the enemy of your destiny, and then ignore it. Push through. Do the ritual anyway. The Yetzer Hara only fights this hard when it knows you are about to break through. Fifth, celebrate small wins. If, on day 2, someone compliments your work, that is a sign. If, on day 3, you get an unexpected phone call, that is a sign. Universe is responding. Do not dismiss these as coincidences. They are confirmations. They are the first ripples of the wave that is about to crash over your life. Acknowledge them. Thank God for them, and keep moving forward. I also want to address the role of faith in this process. Faith, in Hebrew, is emunah. But emunah does not mean blind belief. It means faithfulness, steadfastness, commitment. It is not about feeling confident. It is about staying committed even when you